Starting off the show today with our series on herbs A to Z. It continues. And today we're talking about herbs that are in your garden right now.
N as in now. Joining us with more, we have Carol Joyce, owner of White Buffalo Herbs. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me here.
We love having you, Carol.
Well, I love this time of year. There's so many plants growing, and the herbs are just going riot. So I had to do, even though there's so many herbs that start with N, I thought we'd do now. What's happening in the garden now?
So what is happening in the garden now?
Lots. And I tried to bring things that we've already covered in the past and in the future. We have Astragalus, which is about to bloom, and this is a very odd little pea family.
Family.
Yes,
okay.
And it has little pods and little teeny little peas in it, which are actually the seeds.
Which part can you eat?
You eat the root.
Really?
And I brought it in a long time ago on here. It looks like a tongue depressor, and you put it in your stews and your soups, and it's a great immune enhancer.
Now, could you eat the greens too if you wanted, or do you not recommend it?
No, they're not very tasty, and they're a little bit bitter.
Okay.
So I'd leave them alone.
Well, they're very ferny.
Yes, and they're kind of pretty in a bouquet, and it only spreads a little bit, so it's a good plant to try to grow. You could fill in your garden now with a plant if you wanted.
Astragalus.
Astragalus.
Fun to say.
What about that good-looking purple plant up front there?
This beautiful plant here, that is Anise hyssop. I love hyssop.
Hyssop.
Kind of goes wild, beautiful color, tastes a little bit like licorice when you make tea out of it.
Okay.
And very, very beautiful. The bees adore it, so it'll help your garden if you have lots in there.
Oh.
And then we have, do you know what this is? It's got a square stem. So what does that mean, Seth?
Square stem means it's in the mint family.
Very
I'm
good.
paying attention.
And it also means that it spreads easily. But this is bee balm. I kind of think it looks like a little rock star.
It does, like a fraggle.
I would agree, yeah.
And you use the flowers or leaves for tea, and it's wonderful in your salads, too.
Really?
And bergamot, you know, for Earl Grey tea, the purple one of this is used to flavor Earl Grey tea.
Really? Didn't know that. It's a very, very vibrant color, too. Very pretty.
And then I know that orange doesn't really go with purple, but it's so gorgeous this time of year. This you're going to see everywhere. I don't know if you all
I was
going to
say, this I think is the thing that I see the most, you know, driving around.
It's a daylily.
A daylily,
and they are the big harbinger of summer. You see them, they start around July 4th, and they'll last all month long. You'll see some of these are closed. Those bloomed yesterday. They close up at night, and you get a brand new one every day.
Really?
Yeah, and I love them, too, because it's amazing how they are totally disappear during the winter, and they get so large.
Oh, yes.
So fast. So it's like
6, 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah, they're so pretty.
Yeah.
Now,
so enjoy them.
Can we eat them, drink them? What can we do with them?
You can eat them. You can eat the flowers. And they're beautiful, like on top of a salad or rice pilaf or something. You can eat the corms or the roots, and that's how you plant them, by the way. From
can
the
I
root. You're welcome to try if you want. It's not going to kill you. Try just.
You really went for it.
I'm immediately regretting my decision. Immediately regretting my decision.
Like maybe a little nibble.
I'm going to chew it through the whole thing.
Next time, a little tiny thing.
Let's move over here. What do we have here?
Blackeyed Susans, which are the Rutabacia family. They look a lot like the other plant that's on the other side called Echinacea, but Blackeyed Susans are a similar family. They grow in the prairies, and I call them volunteers. They volunteer in the garden.
So these are Blackeyed Susans right here, and the Echinacea are the ones with the purple leaves.
Yes, and there's a one white one as well. And the Echinacea is more famous for being really helpful for your immune system.
Medicinal.
It is. It's also known as purple coneflower.
How do you go about preparing it so that it can benefit your immune system?
You would take the flowers and the leaves and chop them up and add 100 proof vodka, because you know I've got to use the vodka. And
to make the tincture.
To make this tincture and let it last for 6 weeks. You let it soak, and then you strain it, and you can take that by the dropperful or the teaspoonful when you're not feeling well.
We should say that again, the dropperful, folks, not the shot glass full.
Right.
That's not to be confused with your love potion.
No. And then the last two, one that we're going to see next, we'll probably see some information about planting it next time, is oregano in the back.
Here we are.
That one will have, the flowers haven't really bloomed yet, they turn white. And oregano is the marjoram oregano family, really yummy on pizza, Italian herbs. And I love it because it's about a 6-inch high plant, really, really pretty in the garden, adds some background, and it tastes yummy.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all these with us. Unfortunately, we are out of time. However, you're at farmers markets. There are so many herbalists at your farmers markets. You have to check out your local farmers market. And if you want this whole series, we've gone from A to N now. You go to mymassappeal.com.
Right in the middle is where we're at now. In the meantime, let's check in.